I know we've discussed Sonic Robo Blast 2 at length on this channel, but before we discuss version 2.2, it bears repeating how long this game has been in development. Sonic Robo Blast 2 started development in 1998 and has been tweaked and improved repeatedly in its 20 plus years of development. You all know the story. It's a 3D Sonic fan game built on the Doom Legacy engine, but it's been so drastically enhanced that limitations like rooms on top of other rooms have now been eliminated, making the level design really dense and interesting. With version 2.2 we're now seeing the most impressive revision yet, with a complete overhaul of every single stage featured, the addition of some new stages, the implementation of slopes for a more momentum focused experience, and an entirely new soundtrack. It is honestly quite a beautiful game, and something you wouldn't expect to see from the Doom Legacy engine. The sheer amount of colour and detail on screen is quite a sight to behold, and it accurately recreates that same old school Sonic aesthetic choice of a really dense, detailed scenery that you just want to slow down and admire. And you'll want to do that because Sonic Robo Blast 2's new level designs hold so many secrets. There's a great flow to the stages if you want to just run through them, with obvious landmarks and trails of rings guiding you in the direction of the goal. It's incredibly well done, meaning that despite the sheer size and depth of each stage, you never really get lost. But the real rewards are off the beaten path. That's where you'll find shields and extra lives and emerald tokens for accessing the special stages. Another fantastic element of the new stage designs is that if you're familiar with the older builds of Sonic Robo Blast 2, they're quite good at playing with your expectations. The new designs are very much like the remixed classic stages in Sonic Mania, in that they contain lots of recognisable components from the previous versions, but they now expand out into entirely new areas, and as mentioned before, there's a ton of new secret areas to uncover for hidden bonuses. The only issue comes with accessibility. Being a 3D PC-based Sonic game built on an engine primarily designed for first-person shooters means that it's a bit involved. The controls will come naturally to players with that experience on their side, but twin-stick controls are a little more difficult to pass for the sort of children the Sonic franchise is aimed at. I can imagine younger players having a hard time trying to manoeuvre Sonic around these stages, especially when the platforming and room for error gets more precise. Tails and Knuckles' flight and gliding will certainly help here, but choosing Sonic on your first go is a significantly more involved experience that you might want to work your way up to. We haven't even discussed the remixed boss battles, which now make better use of the 3D space by forcing you to move, making the action more dynamic. They're considerably more difficult to just cheese your way through using invincibility frames, and some of the set pieces are absolutely gorgeous. We even get a new scripted sequence in Castle Eggman where you need to race to the goal as the bridge collapses behind you for a nice bit of added tension. It's so impressive that stuff like this is still being done with this engine. Huge respect to the talented people at Sonic Team Junior, because their dedication to this project has turned it into one of the most finitely tuned developments in fan game history. And if you have any interest in sprawling 3D Sonic experiences with great stage design and presentation, then this is an easy recommendation.